Goal setting for 2023, and welcome to everybody.
Equipped only with their vision, drive, hard work, and commitment to clean our planet from plastic pollution, Corsair began its journey in August 2020 with a record-breaking first year. As we now celebrate the second anniversary, let's look back over some of the milestones that were reached during our second year. Corsair launched the expansion of its second production facility in Bangkok. CSR plastic credit in its complete form is introduced to the world. The Amplivo network is completely restructured, leading into a streamlined, simple and easy-to-do home-based business model. The mandatory CSR purchase pools are introduced. More meaningful partners join the Corsair mission. Ford, Nissan, Lexus, Isuzu, Chatrium Group. CSR Services Company is launched, allowing easier entry for our European clients. The weekly distribution of CSR plastic credit begins. 2 new plastic waste-to-oil production units arrived to the Bangkok facility. Corsair continuously improves its operations at its Bangkok and Sa Kaeo facilities. CSR retirement program is launched, allowing CSR users to become certified plastic neutral. CSR savings program is launched, allowing CSR holders to benefit while holding on to their CSR plastic credits. Corsair's Bangkok facility welcomes its first guests after the COVID pandemic. History is made with the initial listing of CSR onto the latoken.com International Public Digital Asset Exchange. CSR becomes the first and the only plastic credit in the world to be traded on a public exchange. CSR continues to be listed on more exchanges, expanding to coinsbit.io and to xt.com, a major international exchange with millions of users. The Catching Plastic initiative is launched in collaboration with more than 100,000 fishermen, whereas Corsair is now also collecting plastic waste from our oceans. Corsair launches a European tour. Corsair becomes the first and the only company in Thailand to receive the prestigious ISCC certificate for chemical recycling of plastic waste. CSR becomes listed on CoinGecko and on CoinMarketCap, further establishing its place in the digital asset community. Corsair now has more than 80 plastic waste collection points and several hundred collection bins located around Bangkok. The value of the CSR plastic credit hits an all-time high on public trading. CSR continues to be listed on more exchanges and expands into P2P-B2P.com, making it the 4th international public exchange to now trade CSR plastic credit. The Amplivo network grows exponentially under the management of Corsair, now including more than 60,000 international members. The CSR mandatory purchase pool reaches over $350,000. Novotel joins the Corsair mission. Corsair and the CSR plastic credit received global media attention, being featured by more than 200 international media outlets during its second year in business. Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, Morning Star, Affiliated Press, Digital Journal, Fox, and 200 other medias. CSR becomes the leading plastic credit in the world. Corsair signs a major international collaboration agreement. During its second year, Corsair has continued its strong and stable growth while breaking records and making history. The company is now recognized internationally and continues to expand with more powerful partnerships than ever before. With a dedicated management team and more people from all over the world joining to support our mission to save the planet from plastic pollution, Corsair continues to grow stronger and is now ready to enter its 3rd year. Stay tuned for exciting updates along the way. Corsair, for a cleaner future.
seen what's happened in the past. Are you ready to take the leap into 2023 and come along for the ride? So without further ado, what I'm going to do now is hand over to Rene. And Rene, good morning. And
Good morning.
Let's all discuss a goal setting.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing this video. And I know we saw that video over and over again, but I think this is very, very good video at the moment right now. If we look back of what Corsair reached in 2022. And this is something like, also in relation to the topic of today, is goal setting. And if Corsair has not a vision on that one last year, and if you see what they have reached now for this year, it's amazing. So if we look now for 2023 and also the goal setting for Corsair, and as what you mentioned before, is that we have a lot of things for coming out this coming weeks, months, and this year. So I think that, yeah, this year will also be a very, very special year. Everything is in place now. So without further ado, let me start to dive in more in detail in the goal setting and how you can use your goal setting to achieve your goals in this year as well. So let's start it with my presentation. There you are. So the main question is, and if we look back on the video you saw with the start of this presentation with the goal settings of Corsair, especially Amplivo, is that you have also very special goals by yourself. And the main question is how to set your goals for the next year, for 2023. And I remember that a couple of days, it was the 1st of January, and now already the 8th of January. So it goes really, really fast. So that means that this year also will be very fast up here. So the main question you can always be answered to yourself is what do you have achieved last year, and what do you like in what you have achieved, or what do you don't like? And I take personally always the moment to look back from 2022 and look back every single month. What have I done in that month? Which people I have a collaboration with, and what are my personal goal settings for the next year? And I think it's always good to set your new goals and to what you want to reach for this year. And this is also a very good question, and maybe you can have your answer by yourself. But how many people don't like the situation where they are right now? And it's very simple. If you are doing that thing what you have done last year, the probably outcome of that one is the same as what you have reached last year. So if you want to change that one, you must think in another way, and you must do other things to reach other goals as well. So just think about it. And maybe for your own situation, and is that situation you like it, or you want to change it, or something like else? This is a very good moment to think about your whole year. So what you want to change that, when you want to change that, what can you do to change the situation? And that's for me very simple. If you do the things what you have done before, the outcome is really the same. So if you want to change the situation, it's always be better to look in other ways or to do other things. So, and I think that also for this year, everything, if you want to change something, you must have a goal. And what are you willing to do to achieve that goal? That's the main thing. So there are a lot of things. What you can consider about that is that, do you want to continue working for a boss, for example? If that answer is yes, all right, so make a decision that you want to work for a boss on that one. Or do you want to have more time for yourself this year? Maybe you want to work 2 days in a week or 3 days in a week, and the other days you want to work on yourself for personal development or something like that. Another question what you can ask for yourself is, do you want a passive income? And when I ask this question for a lot of people, and a lot of people agree, yeah, absolutely, I want a passive income. So act in that way. If you want a passive income, or maybe you work for a boss, and beside that one, you want to have an extra income. And I think, especially with the inflation, it's a very good thing as well. So maybe another question can be, do you want to become a millionaire or a CSR plastic credit millionaire? So that means that you have 1 million CSR plastic credits. It's completely depending, what is your goal on that one? And the main question is, do you know exactly what you want to achieve? I see that a lot of people wants to change something in their life. Yeah, I'm not happy, I'm complaining, and I want to change something. But if you don't know what you want to change, that's really difficult to achieve that goal. So take a time for these days, maybe the coming week or today, just take a step back and just think about what your goals are, what you want to achieve this year. So, and if you exactly know what you want, then is the next question, do you know exactly the steps you must take to achieve that goal? And this is what I want to do in this presentation, to bring some topics, some steps, what you can implement in your life, and you can use that steps to reach that goal. And this picture, I like this picture, and this is what it is. It starts with, I won't do it, I cannot do it. That's just mindset. And if you can change that in the next step, I want to do that. And this is the step where things are happened. Then you can ask the question, how do I do it? And if you have your goal setting and you know not yet exactly the steps, then you can just implement the question in your mind, how do I do it? How do I do it? And if you think about that one, how can I do that? Is that your brain are thinking in solutions. And if your brain is thinking in solutions, that means that you then can get the steps and the right steps to reach that one. So the next thing, and this is, of course, this is Amplivo. Of course, the best way to achieve a passive income to make your life different in another way, you can also start with Amplivo. And I mean that if we look back, and the video was what Roger shared in the beginning of this presentation, is that if you see what Corsair has achieved last year, and that was 2022, this was the video of that one. I think, and that's my personal meaning on that one, that now you have the best start ever right now, because we have a really, really big problem on plastic waste. We see a lot of topics about the sustainability. We see a lot of topics about the circular economy. We see a lot of regulations in line with the plastic waste and manufacturing, etc., etc. So, and if you connect it with Corsair, we have 3 machines operational running. There are a lot of new collaborations. There are in media attention. The CSR plastic credits. Everything is now finding in place, and this is really, really the best start ever right now to build your business and to start with Amplivo. So, and if you're struggling to realize these goals for Amplivo, and I will show you some goals what you can implement in your life in that one. So in relation to that one, I have 10 points what you can help to reach that goal. And this is how you can set your goals and achieve them. And you can also find a lot of material on that one in YouTube, how to reach the goal, what kind of steps you have to take in the direct direction, and etc., etc. Tons of information you can find on that one. So this is also a very good one. So the first thing, and I think this is one of the most important topics, is that I see that a lot of people choose, for example, I want to become a 7-star. But if that is not inspire you to reach that, no matter what had happened, you want to achieve that goal. If you have not that feeling that inspire you to become a 7-star, it's really, really tough to reach that star. So my advice to you is set goals that are personally to you and will inspire you to reach new highs. And don't follow the crowd and the ambitions of your friends. And just look at your goal where you are passionate about it, or something that it's very interesting for you. And this helps to create a sense of purpose that will motivate you to stop thinking and start doing. And if the goal and you have enough inspired to reach that goal, then I know for sure that you will start it to do and make the steps to reach that goal. For example, maybe you have a goal. No matter what, I need and I must have 1 million CSR plastic credits in my portfolio. If that is your goal and you have that feeling and that inspire you, 1 million CSR plastic credits, that's a topic. And it is realistic that you can reach that million in a year easily. Maybe you want to have this topic, that you want to become 100% plastic neutral. And as you know, we use approximately 50 kilo of plastic waste every single year. And let's say that you become 100 years old in your life, and that means 5,000 kilograms of plastic waste, what you have used in your entire life. So times 10, that means 50,000 CSR plastic credits. So if that is your goal, to get 50,000 CSR plastic credits and send them on the retirement process so that you can have your own personal certification that you will become plastic neutral. That's a goal. Maybe you want to start with Amplivo as a home-based business. And I know for sure that this year will really special. And I think that it's more in relation to the inflation, etc., is that I think that a lot of people need more money. The electricity bills and all the bills you have that will go higher and higher and higher. So it's not only your basic work. Maybe you want to have more sources of income, and Amplivo, and especially the timing right now with Corsair, you can really start your home-based business for only €30 a year. And then you can start your home-based business. And maybe you want to have your home-based business for an extra income. You can do so. And maybe you want to have a goal, like I want to become a 1-star, a 2-star, a 3-star, etc. If that is your goal and that inspire you, that's your goal. And then you can finalize that things in little steps, how you can reach that. How you can reach 1 million CSR plastic credits, how you can become 100% plastic neutral. Maybe you need 50,000 CSR plastic credits times 1.5 euro cent. You can calculate it by yourself. So maybe you cannot afford that to purchase a package right away, but maybe you can purchase a package every single month that you know for, if I purchase a package every single month, then I can become plastic neutral by the end of this year. Maybe that's the goal. Or maybe you want the 1 million CSR plastic credits and you buy every single month for, let's say, €100, €200 or €400 a new package. And in that way you can collect plastic credits. Or maybe you want to connect 3 people every single week to invite them for the business presentation. Maybe that's your goal. So let's inspire yourself. And choose a goal, what inspire you, where you can get your energy for that one. And maybe it's your goal to save the planet from plastic waste. Or maybe a combination of everything. You want the 1 million CSR plastic credits, you become 100% plastic neutral. In the same time, you start up your own home-based business. You become a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. And maybe in the same time, you save the planet from plastic waste. Maybe that inspire you. Take it all, the whole package. Why not? So that's a goal. So number 2 is, and this is also very good, but I think that's always in life, be proactive. Not just put your goal in your mind, but life goals are the ones you dream about happening one day, but never today. And that's also very important to understand, that if you have your goal in your mind, please take that in your mind and know for sure that you need baby steps. You need baby steps to reach that goal. And this approach has changed if you want to make things happen. And you need to stop scrolling through social media. That's always good. If you're just scrolling through social media and looking on Facebook and, yeah, I want this and that, and I want to Thailand, and I want to make a trip, and I want stopping work, etc., etc. the best way is go out there and be proactive. And this is what I call a very good solution, a secret key. The more action, the more reaction, the more interaction, and the more you repeat that one, I know for sure that every single action, as small as it is, every single action leads to a reaction. That's a law. Every single action leads to a reaction. And if you make that for your own as an interaction, and if you know your goal, now it's very simple to be proactive in line with your goal. Let's say, for example, you want 1 million CSR plastic credits. If that is your goal, then you need an action, and your action can, let's say, buy a package every single month for 100 euro or 200 euro every single month. You get a reaction, and the reaction is that you get every single month more CSR plastic credits. And if you make that as an interaction and you repeat that, I know for sure it takes time, but you reach your goal. So that's very important as well. And number 3 is no more negativity. And this is what I think it's a very good sense, is that the American writer Earl Nightingale once said, our attitude towards life determines life's attitudes towards us. And it's true. So project negativity to the world, and the outcome most of the time is that you attract what you are thinking. That's a law. So if you think negativity, that the outcome of that one will be probably that you attract more situations. What is more negativity? And that means that you look at your outcome, what was your first thought on that one. So keep that in mind. So, and if you think or you be aware of your negative thinking on that one, be aware of that one. And when doubts arise in your mind in that one, be aware of them and immediately change your mind to believe that you can do it. If your mind says, yeah, it's a goal, but I cannot do that, change it. Just change it in your mind. And I can do it. I can do it. If you repeat that, that's also an action that gives a reaction in your mind. And if you say something or repeatedly to yourself, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Your mind in some way believe that they can do it, and then they attract more situations. What is the outcome of your mind? So that's very, very important as well. So stop thinking negativity and just start thinking positively. So number 4 is be balanced. And it's easy to get obsessed with your goal setting and go for your goal, go for your goal, go for your goal. But if you're hooked and will do anything to get where you want to be, however, this carries the risk of a burnout if you want to reach your goal. So I think, and that's number 4, also very important, be realistic with your aims from the very beginning. Having drive is good because that you inspire your goal. That's your drive. That's why you wake up every single morning and you want to start to reach that goal. That's good. But remember that you are also a human and you need rest and you need recuperation like everybody else. So this is also very good. Create a timetable for yourself and set aside enough time each day, a week, to work on your goal. Maybe you have time for work on your goal for, let's say, 30 minutes or 1 hour a day, or maybe it's your life. It's maybe you choose 100% for Amplivo. Then you can put all your time and effort, let's say 6 days of 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day. It's depending. And if you make your planning in that one and you say, all right, every single day I took 30 minutes to put my effort and my energy in the Amplivo, then you have your timetable. And if you relate that one to what you can do in that 30 minutes, then you can make your steps, baby steps. And if you do every single day, let's say that you make a promise for yourself that you call every day 1 person or 2 persons in just 30 minutes. If that is your goal, fine. That's action. You get a reaction and you can invite the people, and then you see a lot of interaction. And that if you repeat that one, I know for sure that you can see the positive outcome and the progress on that one. So this is what I'm always doing, is break it down. And a lot of people know me. It's just like a mantra: break it down, break it down, break it down. So if I have my goal, and my goal is very, very big, I cannot reach. Let me say it in other words. If I put my goal in my mind and it's such a big, big goal, maybe my mind says, yeah, Renee, that's very good goal, but it's really, really tough to do so. So if you break it down for yourself and you know exactly, this is my goal, this is what I want to achieve, no matter in what period of time, this is what I want to achieve in my life, maybe in 1 year, maybe in 2 years, maybe 3 years. It doesn't matter. But if you break it down and you see that if you take these steps, step by step by step, and you walk in the direction of your goal, now you can see that every single step, and you have progress, you make progress in that one, that gives you confidence to make the next step. So this is a very, very good one. And this is always be a good one. Break it down. And a lot of people are just thinking, yeah, I want to become a 7-star. I want to become a 7-star. All right. But if you think that in relation to a 7-star, you have to make a turnover of 50 million. And if you put that information in your mind, and your mind says, Renee, very good that you want to reach 7-star, but hey, a team turnover of 50 million. Whoa, that's really tough. So break it down. It's much easier to reach, for example, 3 people. And then you say, all right, my first goal is to reach 3 people and help them to also reach 3 people. Then you can achieve your goals. So this is, for example, let's say you want to become a 7-star. Everybody knows the compensation plan. I don't want to dive more in detail in that one, but let's say for a 7-star, you need 50 million and you need 3 6-stars. So to become a 6-star, you need 5 stars. To become a 5-star, you need 4 stars and a team turnover. And that break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. And in the basic, is if you break it down, it's the power of simplicity. It's the only thing you need in that one is 3 active members, 3 independent associates of Amplivo who wants to do exactly the same. Maybe they have another goal, but if you find 3 people and wants to do the same, save the planet, reduce the plastic waste, maybe they want to collect the CSR plastic credits, maybe they want to start a home-based business, something like that. So that means that if you break it down and you find 3 people, and that 3 people find 3 people, you become a 1-star. And if your 3 people find 3 people and they want to become, if they reach the 1-star status, you are a 2-star. So, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. So if you just focus on the simplicity, the power of simplicity, just you and 3, 4, 5 people, and maybe you subscribe every single month, 3 people, or every single week. If that is your goal, I know for sure that you will reach that one as well. So number 6, and this is for a lot of people best difficult, is embrace failure. And a lot of people see failure as an, I think, a misunderstanding thing, is embrace the failure. Goal setting rarely runs smoothly. So you will hit stumbling blocks that make you question why you attempt in the first place, but that's part of it. And sooner you accept the failure, that the better is that one. And take your failure every time when you have a failure, embrace them and see what's happened. That means that this is a moment, this is an opportunity to change something, what is be better, so that you not make the same failure again. So you can take a note of that one. What is working well and what didn't, and move on. And I have done exactly the same. Is the presentations good? Are we moving the right direction? What is working very good? What is not working very good? And if you embrace your failure, it makes you a stronger goal setter. If you find solutions for that things what is not working so well. So embrace your failure. Number 7, tell everyone. And this is also a very, very good thing. And a lot of people are just asking me the question, where can I find the people? Where can I find the people? I don't know anybody. I don't have any contacts. So this is what I think one of the first rules of goal setting. Talk about your goal setting to everyone, to your family, to your friends, on your work. If your goal is to reach 1 million CSR plastic credits, or if your goal is to save the planet from plastic waste, or if is your goal to set up your home-based business, or is your goal to have more income on that one. If you tell the people what you are doing, anyone who is willing to listen to what your plans are, I know for sure there will be a moment in life that they have thinking about you because they understand, oh, what? Roger was busy with plastic waste. Now I have a topic of plastic waste. I can call Roger. And in certain points is that people call you because they know what are you doing on that one. And if they want to, let's say they want to start a home-based business. And if you tell everybody that you are starting a home-based business with plastic waste and that you can convert plastic waste in oil, that's it. If you tell anybody to that one and you are becoming successful in network marketing and you earn a lot of money. And if you tell that to everybody, there will be a point in time that somebody needs extra money, for example, and they call you because they know that you are successful in network marketing. So tell everyone what you are doing. Maybe you want to tell everybody that you collect CSR plastic credits. And if people say, well, plastic credits, what are plastic credits? Well, now plastic credits is in between 1 cent and 1.5 cents. And I know for sure that in now in 2 years, maybe they become more valuable in, let's say, 10 cents or 20 cents or maybe euro. I don't know. But now my goal is to collect CSR plastic credits. As soon that people see an article in the news or something like that, or on the advertisement, and they see plastic credits is the future, and they know that you are busy with the CSR plastic credits, the outcome is very, very high that they want to call you because they understand that you are busy with the CSR plastic credits and you are now an expert. So tell everyone what you are doing. So the more people you talk, the more likely you are to meet the people you can work with and exceed your Amplivo goals with. Because you tell what you are doing, and if people feel the attraction to work with you, that means that you attract more people in line what your goals is, and then you can speed up your goal setting, then you can speed up your baby steps, etc. So that's very important. Number 8, get help. And I see that a lot of people are struggling by themselves. Don't fight alone. And sometimes you need help to achieve your goals. And this is especially what we are doing right now. The Amplivo weekly calls is we bring you the help. Roger and I, we put a lot of effort in it, and we put a lot of energy in it to collect the right points for you, to share with you every single week. And if that will help to achieve your goals, like that 10 steps, maybe you implement 1 step. That's fine. That's already 10%. So we want to bring you the information. And if you need information, just search for other people who are already successful in Amplivo, or they doing the presentations or something like that. And if you connect with that peoples, and maybe you see that another person has many success in inviting people for the presentation. And if you struggle with that one, just find it out by yourself, but call that person and say, hey, listen, I see that you are being very successful in inviting people for the presentation. How do you do that? Just copy them. Modulating, just copy them. If they do something where they become successful, just copy that one. And you can also search on internet. So if you need help, you go to YouTube and just type in how to invite people, how to set goals, everything, you can find it on YouTube. So don't fight alone. Get your information from your colleague or YouTube or something like that, and contact your upline. Check out the Amplivo weekly calls. Every week we try to bring you different topics. So that's very good. Number 9, track your progress. And this is what I see that a lot of people don't do, is if you make your goal and you have finalized that in baby steps and you have break it down on that one, just make a note of that one, that you achieve the first baby step. So if you have trouble to make the next steps and you make notes of that one, you can read that. And then you see by yourself what kind of progress you have made from the last couple of weeks or months. And that will inspire you to see, yes, that steps what I have done in the past brings me to that level, etc. And this is very good. During your goal setting and journey, take photos, make a journal, or even vlog about your experience. Maybe you make a Facebook Live or something like that. Keeping track of good and bad weeks will also help you address and overcome your weakness. So track your progress. Number 10, and this is what you can do if you do this, and just make this as an experiment. If you do this and you visualize the end result, just feel for yourself. And if you do that every single day, let's say what I'm doing when I wake up, the first 5 minutes, I just thinking of my goal and how that will be feel on that one. The 5 minutes before I go to sleep, I do exactly the same, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you put more energy in that one and just visualize your end result, and you are waking up with that one and you go to bed with that one, I know for sure that you put your energy in that one. And if you're just thinking about the end results, that will be inspire you, that gives you the energy to make the next step as well. And last but not least, when you reach your goal, treat yourself. You deserve it. Go to the sauna if you want to become, if you reach the 1-star status, or I don't know, just take a Guinness or something like that, or a cup of coffee. Try to find something to treat yourself. If you reach some goals and that the baby steps, you deserve it. And if you see that one, I know for sure that you want to take the next step and the next step and the next step. So people need the goals. And what does your life look like without the goals? Just as a question. And what does your business opportunity of Amplivo look like without goals? It's just do something. But if you have a clear goal in your mind and you make your steps in that direction, I know for sure that by the end of this year, you become successful and you reach your goals as well. So what you can do, what you can do is in relation to, for example, the uni level of the star level. Maybe you want to become an independent associate or a junior associate, senior, maybe a senior executive associate. You need a PGV. Maybe that's your goal. Or maybe you want to become a 1-star or a 2-star or another star. Maybe that's your goal. Or maybe you want to become a million CSR plastic credits, so that you become a million CSR plastic credit holder. Maybe that's your goal. So you can break it down in that one. And what you can do in that one is break it down as well. And again, success does not come naturally. You have to take action yourself. towards your goals. The more action, the more reaction, the faster you reach your goal. So that's the way it is. So you can make this one, and this is what I always use. That's the yearly routine. Just make a calendar for yourself, month 1, month 2, etc., etc. Maybe you want to reach the 1-star in 3 months. Maybe you want to become a 2-star in 6 months, or maybe by the end of this year you want to become a 4-star. It's realistic goals for yourself. So you can break it down as well. So this is the monthly routine, and you can break it down again. Month 1, month 2, month 3, and you have, of course, the 56-day period. You can break it down in 1 or 2 weeks. Maybe you want to have 12 weeks. 12 weeks is also what we call the 90 days plans. You can start your journey, and you want to say, all right, let's say that I want to reach the 1800 PGV. I go to a live presentation, that stands for the LP, live presentation, or you organize a live presentation by yourself. And maybe the next month I want to become the 4,500 PGV, to become a senior, etc., etc. Maybe in 3 months I want to become a 1-star, and this is a global event. So if you break it down, the monthly, so this is the yearly, then you break it down to the monthly, and then you break it down to the weekly, is that you can say, all right, this is my weekly schedule, is the Monday, I make some 3-way calls. So I call my upline, I invite a guest, and I tell my upline, do you want to do the presentation? You even don't have to do your presentation by yourself. What you also can do is invite the people for the business presentation on Tuesday and Thursday. Then the Wednesday, you can invite people for a 3-way call, and you can do exactly the same on Friday. So if you do so, 1 call, business presentation, and 1-on-1 call, business presentation, 1-on-1 call, that means 3 times an action in a week. And the action leads to a reaction, interaction, and repetition. And maybe you can invite the people then for an Amplivo weekly call every single Sunday, so that your new people can have that information, what you get as today as well. So keep that also in mind, that all progress takes place outside of your comfort zone. And if you want to change something, you must go out of your comfort zone. And your comfort zone right now is safe, trust, and in control, with a little risk and a little reward. But if you go out of your comfort zone, you have your fear area. And your mind starts thinking excuses, negative self-images, reactive, little trust, easy to influence, etc., etc. It's very important to walk through that steps. And if you change your fear into the learn phase, is learning new skills. Go to YouTube, how to invite the people, how can I do the presentation, where can I find new people, etc., etc. And take on the challenges you reach in that one, and thinking in problem solving. If you are aware of a problem, just thinking, not, oh, I have a problem, I cannot achieve that, etc., etc. Just thinking in solving that problem. If you solve that problem, that's an opportunity to reach your goals. And in that way, your comfort zone will be expanded. And then you go to the growth phase. Is living from your ownership, you connect to your passion and your purpose in life. You place goal on the new horizon, and with dedication on the way to your goal, you can also be proactive, etc., etc. That's the way you achieve your goals. So go for it, and I mean that from all of my cells in my body. Go for it. This is an amazing, amazing opportunity. The perfect timing is right now. People are maybe complaining that the CSR plastic credits cheap. Yeah, buy them. And I think that this is a really, really great opportunity. If you find the CSR plastic credits, for example, on the exchange for 1 cent, buy them. Because if you buy something for 1 cent and maybe in a couple of weeks you can sell them for 10 cents, I don't know, but that's times 10. Now you can really make money. If you buy CSR plastic credits for €1,000 and you can sell it for 10,000, I mean, that's more money you can get on than you put your money on the bank. So The timing is right now. Everything is finding in place. It's a really, really, really big opportunity. And I think that a lot of people not see it yet that we have to do with a big opportunity, but it is. This is the start of sustainability. This is the start where people are finding solutions for recycling industry. This is the start where regulations find in place for the EU, for example. This is the year. And don't have regrets that you don't have take your actions and that you don't make your goal settings for this year. This is the perfect timing and an amazing big opportunity. So this was my presentation. I will thank you for your time and efforts, and that you hopefully have more points for yourself, whether we have to make a note on that one, and that you can implement it in your life and in your goal setting. So hand over to you, Roger. And yeah, maybe you have to share something else.
Yeah, I have a little video that I wanted to share with everybody here now, but thank you very much, Renee. Great presentation. Fantastic. Hope everyone got some value from that. But what I want to leave you with is, I had a couple of videos teed up, but I just think that we'll just play one. We don't want to keep you too long today. But I've got one short video about 4 to 5 minutes long here. And it's all about the smart way to set your goals. Okay, so let me just... It's scary first looking, but this guy's brilliant.
Setting goals that actually get accomplished is something that's pretty hard to do. And many times when we do try to set goals, we don't really have any rhyme or reason how we're setting our goals or how we're going to achieve them. I know I'm guilty of it myself, where I write things down or I think of stuff that I want to get done, and then I just kind of fumble around until I do it. Recently, I found out about the SMART goal setting method created by a man named George T. Doran. In November of 1981, Doran published an article in Management Review titled "There's a Smart Way to Write Management's Goals and Objectives." And in this article, he outlined the principles of the SMART goal setting method. If you're looking to get your life back on track and start making progress towards your long-term goals, setting SMART goals is a great place to start. The SMART method is still widely used today by many businesses. It's used in healthcare, in education. Many individuals and organizations use it as well. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can apply the SMART method to your goals in order for you to be able to accomplish the things that you set out to do. If you haven't figured it out by now, SMART is an acronym, and it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's get into each step of the SMART method right now, starting with specific. When setting a goal, you want to make sure that it is as specific and clear as possible. This makes sure that you have a clear understanding of what needs to be achieved and helps you stay focused on your goal. When trying to set a specific goal, make sure to ask yourself the 3 following questions. 1, what is it that I want to accomplish? 2, why is this goal important to me? 3, how will I accomplish this goal? For example, instead of setting a vague goal like I want to improve my health and get fit, you should set a specific goal like I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by exercising 30 minutes a day and eating a healthy diet. That's extremely specific and clearly lays out what you need to do in order to accomplish your goal. The next step in the SMART method is going to be measurable. A measurable goal allows you to track your progress and lets you know how close you are to achieving it. When setting a goal and trying to make it measurable, make sure that you ask yourself these 2 following questions. How will I measure my progress, and how will I know when I've achieved my goal? For example, instead of saying I want to improve my sales, set a goal that is measurable, like I want to increase my sales by 20% next quarter. Or with the example before, you're trying to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. The next step in the SMART method is achievable. An achievable goal is realistic within your reach, given your resources and constraints. To set an achievable goal, ask yourself the following questions. Is this goal realistic given my current situation? The next question you want to ask yourself when you're making a goal achievable is, do I have the resources and support in order to achieve this goal? For example, if you're currently working a full-time job and you have small children at home, a goal of starting your own business might not be achievable at this point. But maybe setting the goal of starting a side hustle on your free time might be a better goal to set at that time, because the fact that you have a full-time job and children might not let you go all in on starting your own business at that current moment. The next step in the SMART method is you want to make it relevant. A relevant goal is aligned with your values, interests, and long-term goals. This helps ensure that you're working towards something that is meaningful and important to you. In order to set relevant goals, ask yourself these next 2 two following questions. 1, why is this important to me? 2, does this align with my values and long-term goals? The last step of the SMART goal setting method is making sure that it is time-bound. A time-bound goal has a specific deadline which will help you stay focused and motivated. This also helps you track your progress to let you know how close you are to achieving your goal, and it helps with it being measurable as well. In order to make a goal time-bound, you really only have to ask yourself one question: when do I want to achieve this goal? There you have it. That's the SMART goal setting method. You can start using this to help you set clear, achievable goals to help you get your life back on track and start making progress towards your long-term goals. Remember, it's important for your goals to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. When you are setting them, this will help you break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks that you can accomplish. With that and a little bit of effort and determination, you can start achieving the bigger goals that you have and living the life that you want. With all that said, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.
So there we go. All I say to everyone is set your goals. When you want what you've never had, you must do what you've never done. We've all said this before many, many, many times. So let's make 2023 your year. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you to everybody, guys and girls, should I say. Thank you for everyone being on the call. And we'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Thank you.